I'm running for judge of court number 7 because I'm very passionate about equal access to justice, equal protection under the law, and the presumption of innocence for everyone, no matter who you are. I've been a defense attorney for over 20 years, trying those tough first-degree felony cases to the jury in all the 17 felony courts competently. I've represented thousands of individuals accused of crimes, and I'm the candidate in the race who, due to my hard work, my excellent trial skills, and my knowledge of the law, the Dallas County Criminal Defense Lawyers Association selected and nominated me 3 times in 2014, 15, and 17 as one of their best defense attorneys. In 2016, the Committee for Qualified Judiciary vetted my work and said I'm qualified to serve as a judge in Dallas County. I have a track record of community service here in Dallas, out in the community. A lot of you have seen me out there working. I am also committed to a fair court. I want to hold dangerous criminals accountable off our streets. We know that where they belong. But as for the rest of us, the mentally ill, the drug addicts, I'm into rehabilitative justice for them, for drug addicts and the mentally ill. And I'm right now involved at the courthouse with the Carruth Justice Initiative, which I may talk a little bit about sooner. I also support bail bond reform because too many people are in jail who can't afford to bond out, who are low-level offenders, and who do not need to be in jail making decisions that they're forced to. And so if you want a candidate who has a balanced sense of justice, it's not about working on both sides of the aisle, being a prosecutor, defense attorney, and everything in between. It's about your sense of justice. It's about your quality of work, quality over quantity. It's not about paper certifications. It's about being in the trenches every day, fighting for justice. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about quantity and quality. If you look at my resume over the past 20 years, I've served the citizens of Dallas County as both a chief prosecutor and a defense attorney. I've tried every case as far as when you talk about felony cases, you start at the state jail level, and then you move all the way up to capital offenses, death penalty cases, all right? That's what I've tried. I've tried everything on both sides, and that is important. And when people are talking about being one of the best criminal defense attorneys or best attorneys in Dallas County, if you're talking about trial lawyers, I don't know how you can say you're the best if you've only tried 4 cases in the last 3 years. I've tried over 17 cases, felony cases, talking about 3G offenses. That means aggravated offenses, sexual assault, murders, capital murders. Ladies and gentlemen, as a former first assistant to Craig Watkins, I sat on the death penalty committees deciding life or death. So I've put men to death and I've saved men from death. I've sent men to prison for the rest of their life, and I've saved men from going to prison for the rest of their life. Now, the reason that's important, and the reason you do want someone who's been on both sides, who has seen it all, I started as a baby prosecutor. So I know every person, every position that comes before me on that bench, whether you're a baby prosecutor or you're a seasoned defense attorney, I know the game on both sides. What does that mean? That means I know exactly what the state can do, and I know exactly what the defense can do. Why is that important? Because as a judge, we have the resources here in Dallas County. The Commissioner Court, you as taxpayers, y'all spend thousands and thousands of dollars making sure that we have the resources. The question is, are the parties, are the defense attorneys, are the prosecutors using those resources to make sure that when someone comes before them, that we're doing everything that we can to solve whatever their issue may be, whether it's substance abuse, mental illness, or if they're a career criminal. And we need to make sure that they don't reoffend. I'm Heath Harris, your gladiator for justice. I appreciate your vote.
Who are you? Okay, what's your name?
Hello, I can't follow up with that applause, I know, but I'll do my best. My name's Mark Watson. I'm here to ask for your vote and your support. I've been a lawyer for 30 years. I've been board certified in criminal law for as long as my